Millions of older people in the UK will lose theirs this winter, but it's reported that up to 35,000 Brits living in Europe could keep theirs at least until next year. This is thanks to the Brexit withdrawal agreement. Wilfred, I didn't give you a chance to have your say.
I'm glad you gave me a chance, because this sort of stuff is absolutely furious. I wouldn't even have thought that actually, if you're living abroad, that you're entitled to this sort of benefit. What madness is going on with government? It should only apply for people in this country. So all this stuff about you're entitled, well, you're not entitled.
But these
you're
are
only
people that
entitled
have paid
if you're in
into
this
the system their whole life.
It doesn't make any difference if you choose to go and live in another country.
You don't get your pension?
Well, in terms of the stuff we're talking about, these allowances, no, we're doing special allowances. You don't get it. It only should apply for people who are living in this country.
But you're happy for them to get their pension?
I'm happy for them to get their sort of pension, but I'm not happy for them to get this allowance.
The same benefits that pensioners in this country would. OK, let's go to calls then. Christine from Tyne and Wear, what's your view?
Hi, Storm. Hi, the panel. I'd just like to say that I think it should be actually living in the country.
Exactly.
To actually get what their benefits are, you know, and the need to be in this, suffering this weather to actually pay this bill.
But I think the idea is that the pension wasn't covering the cost of living for pensioners, and that's why they were given these winter fuel allowances. So if we're saying that the pension isn't covering the cost of living, then those getting their pensions abroad would be suffering too. So shouldn't they get the help?
No, because specifically for that, it's for the gas, the electric, and people are suffering in this climate at the moment. I mean, my mum...
But it's not warm everywhere abroad, Christine, and certainly it gets cold even in Spain.
And I should say, actually, Christine, it's, for example, France and Spain, which are warmer countries, aren't eligible.
No.
Germany,
Right.
Ireland...
Iceland.
Yeah, well, I don't know if Iceland's covered, is it? Probably. Yeah, I mean, like, they're eligible for their pensions. I doubt you quibble with that. And the state pension in Britain is actually significantly lower than other European countries. I think it should be higher. And the winter fuel payment compensates for that. I just think if you pay in, you should get something back. And if they're richer Britons with assets back at home, then just tax them more.
What do you think, Christine?
Everybody's circumstances are different, and that needs to be held into account of what's coming into the household and what their circumstances are. Now, fair enough, they've got their pension, but they're paid into that.
So they say they have as well for the winter fuel payment. They've paid in all their lives, haven't they? I mean, why would you say they should? On your logic, why would they have a pension?
Because they've paid into that over the years that they've worked.
They've paid in.
Entitled to the pension.
They're entitled for the same reason for the winter fuel payment. They've paid into the system. It's the same principle. They've paid in and they get something back. They've paid into the social security system.
No, but it's the bills I'm focused on.
OK, we're not convincing.
OK, it's the same thing, though.
Thank you very much for your call. Carol from West Sussex, what's your view on this winter fuel payments for those living abroad?
Oh, good morning, Storm and panel. Well, I don't think it's fair, them still receiving it, because I lost my husband 15 months ago, and I got my electric discount stopped. My husband worked, well, we both worked hard all our lives, and he had all the full stamps on and everything. And now they're going to cut me winter fuel. I don't know how I'm going to manage. I mean, I can't get it because I'm not on pension credit, because I was £4 over. So now, unless I'm on housing benefit and I get the full housing benefit and my council tax paid, but they don't include that. Include
housing benefit is one of the benefits that would mean you would qualify for the winter fuel payments.
No, it doesn't. I won't get it.
I'm so sorry, Carol. I thought that would have included you. So you're one of these pensioners that will be on the sort of cusp of really, really struggling this winter because this payment will be lost. Do you not feel sympathy for people who are living in Europe who will be in the same boat as you?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, they've got the better climate. They're not going to get as cold weather as we get.
In Ireland?
Are they?
Well,
In Ireland they would.
Carol, Germany. Have you been to Berlin in the winter? Ooh, it's a lot colder than here. Carol, it's shocking what's happened to you. I'm sorry about your husband, by the way. And it's people like you. You should be getting your winter fuel payment. The 2 million pensioners in this country are going to really struggle with the government taking that away. And that's what we should be focused on. I get frustrated when we end up in a situation where people like yourself, who should be angry, instead of being angry at the government saying you should give me the winter fuel payment, you think, I want to take it away from other pensioners instead. The fact is you've paid in all your life, so's your husband. You should be getting that as an entitlement. And the way to solve that is if there are better off pensioners, 1 in 4 pensioners are millionaires, they should pay more so that poorer and struggling pensioners aren't hammered in the way you are. It's outrageous you're suffering like this.
Carol, I wish you...
I'm sort of living like week to week. I've got no savings, but people that have got savings can actually apply for pension credit, and they have their own properties.
Without a doubt, Carol,
I used to have my own house, but I had to sell it under circumstances, and I don't know. I've tried to apply for the winter fuel, but they said that it's only people on means-tested benefits.
Yeah. Carol, I don't know what to say to you, and I don't know what help I can give you. I just wish you all the best getting through this winter, and just keep asking people what other sort of help I suppose you might be able to get. Thank you very much for your call and sharing with us the problem that a lot of pensioners will be facing this winter. Anita from Kent, how do you feel about this? Well, it does seem, I suppose, on the face of things, a little unfair.
Yes, I think it is. I was a nurse for 45 years. And I had to give up work at 63 because of health issues. And so I didn't get my state pension till I was 66. Now, because of that NHS pension, I'm £2.50 over the amount that I can be paid. And so I have to pay for everything. I get no help at all. I live on my own. And so the winter fuel payment, yes, I really needed that. It's very, very cold where I am. Where I am in Kent, I'm opposite the river, the Thames, but and it gets very cold down here. So what I have to do is just pile on more and more clothes. Now, my mum was the same. She got £1.25 too much a month, because she had half my dad's police pension, and he'd done 40 years for that, not thinking Mum would be safe. I'm in the same position now. The people that are going abroad have got the money to get over to another country. Surely that means that your colleague there with the beard, he doesn't know what he's talking about. People that are better off. I'm in that situation. Because having
Anita, I think Owen does appreciate that there are people, there will be people on the borderline of this.
Anita, I think you misunderstand. I think all pensioners should get the winter fuel payment. I don't support any pensioners having
apart from the very wealthy pensioners.
No, you just tax them more. The whole problem, if you make winter fuel payment means tested, that's what you're talking about. Pension credit is means tested, and 30% of pensioners who should be getting pension credit aren't getting pension credit. That's the consequence. And now what's going to happen to those people is not only do they not get the pension credit, they're not going to get winter fuel payment. And then there are people above that who won't get it either. If you means test, you always end up with people who need help not getting it. The only way of ensuring it is everyone gets it. And then if they're better off, and I'm only talking about better off pensioners, they should then be taxed more. Wilfred, people like you should be taxed more. You're a pensioner, you should be getting a winter fuel payment.
I just want to hear from Wilfred. What do you think about that? Wealthier pensioners being taxed more in order to give everybody these winter fuel payments?
Look, most of the people that are ringing up are quite sensible. The thing that's really irritating me and people like them is that you're living abroad and you're getting this winter payment, OK? As far as any logic goes, that should only apply to people who live in this country. To start going down this route of taxing sort of wealthy pensioners, I think it's missing the point of this. I just think it is wrong that if you're abroad, you're getting this particular...
So
even if all pensioners in this country were still getting their winter fuel payment, you would object to those living abroad getting it?
I would object if you're abroad that you're getting this winter fuel payment.
It's a tiny number of people, by the way. It's really tiny.
35,000.